How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. Today I'll be doing another First Thoughts, and this First Thoughts is on Akim, the Soaring Wind. And remember, comment down below what you'd build for Akim, the Soaring Wind. I'd like to hear from you guys. I want to see a list or something. Send me something. And comment down below, like the video, press that little bell if you don't want to miss any of these. Subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Patreon if you really want to support the channel. It helps a lot. You get some signed cards. Cool. You can join the Discord. And yeah, we're going to hop into this. Akim. So Akim is just guy tokens. And that's basically it. I don't think I can build it without relying on tokens just because... Yeah, I don't know how you build this not relying on tokens, especially with it being a 5-mana commander. So the biggest card that you want in this deck is Anointed Procession. Very, very important in this deck. Probably the best card in the deck. Throw an Enlightened Tutor and Idyllic Tutor to make sure you can get it. It's important. Next up, I'm going to talk about some good cards to go with all the tokens. You got stuff like Intangible Virtue, Perforos or Impact Tremors, and Aven Wind Guide to give all your tokens flying, because not all your tokens are going to end up being birds. You only get one bird for every time you make tokens, so. Next I'm going to talk about token generation. So this is going to be the bulk of the deck. It's mostly going to just be filled with token generators. You got stuff like Castle Arden Vale, Storm Herd, Hordling Outburst, Raise the Alarm, SRAM's Expertise, Migratory Root, Young Peasy or Young Pyromancer, Assemble the Legion, Phyrexian Rebirth. That's a great one just because it's also a board wipe. Rise from the Tides, Finale of Glory, Secure the Waste, both being X spells, so you can make a ton of tokens. Battle Screech, Increasing Devotion, get a lot of tokens with that, especially with the flashback. Angel of Invention, because you can fabricate some tokens and act as a lord as well. Loyal Apprentice and Legion Warboss give you a token every combat. Mere Battlesphere just gives you a bunch and gets big when you use them. And White Sun Zenith, White Sun Zenith and Recruit the Worthy are both really good ways to get a lot of tokens, because Recruit the Worthy's got the buyback and White Sun's shuffles back in. So there's a lot of ways you can generate a lot of tokens in this deck. Hour of Reckoning's great in the deck as a board wipe because it doesn't kill your tokens. Divine Visitation is an awesome card in the deck because all your tokens become angels. Talrand, Murmuring Mystic, Saheeli, Sublime Artificer, Monastery Mentor, Kaikar, Docent of Perfection, and the Locust God are all really good includes because they're all easy token generation that happen. They can make happen all the time, and especially during your opponent's turns very easily just by casting Instants for half of them. Just Guy Ascendancy is a strong card in the deck. Brutaclad's really cool in the deck because if you get a really good token, you can make all your tokens into that really good token. Plus, it's a token generator. You got Mentor the Meek is a good card draw spell because a lot of the tokens end up being pretty small. Keep Watch, which is a really cool card in this deck because you're gonna end up attacking with a lot of tokens, and so this lets you draw as many cards as creatures you're attacking with for 3 mana at instant speed. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Battle Hymn gives you mana for the number of creatures you control, which is also huge because you're going to have a lot of creatures. Helm of the Host seems great. Helming this means that you get an extra bird. Helming something better than this means that you get more tokens. Elspeth is a good board wipe / token generator in the deck. So the deck is all about tokens. You're just going to try to pump out as many tokens as you possibly can, give them double strike, and hit as much as possible. You're going to want extra combat steps, stuff like that. So throw in Aggravated Assault, throw in World at War. You can even throw in like Narset and have a lot of those extra combat spells in there, so that way Narset can just keep hitting them and do like the whole Narset thing. You could go Goblin Tribal, throw in like Krenko and a bunch of Goblin token creation, so that way Krenko can go nuts. There's a few ways you can take it, but it's all basically different ways you can take it token-wise. Like, it's all the same type of deck, it's just different types of tokens, really. And I wouldn't recommend building this commander, if I'm honest. like, in my opinion, I don't think this commander's all that strong. I could be completely wrong about this, and so try not to get mad at me if you think that this commander is great. Personally, I'm just not a huge fan of it because 6 mana for double strike is meh, and 5 mana for an extra bird on a 3/4 flyer is meh. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this as a commander, but the strategy behind it can be a lot stronger than the commander itself. Like, this seems like a deck that you don't need the commander for until the end of the game where you're going to be trying to win and giving everything double strike. So, those are my thoughts on this deck. If you enjoyed it. Oh, you can also throw in like Desolation Twin because 10 mana double striker seems pretty fun. These are my thoughts on the deck. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember, comment down below what you do with Akim. Let me know if you got a deck already brewing. If I missed any really, really cool cards that you could throw into the deck, I'd like to hear from you. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that little bell. Check me out on Patreon if you really want to support the channel. And check me out on Twitter. That way you can stay updated on when I have new videos coming out. And I do some polls. I would really love some more followers on Twitter because that way I can actually communicate with the community. And I can try to figure out what you guys want to see. And we can do little polls, stuff like that. So like I can do a poll, like I'll name 3 of my decks, 4 of my decks, and do a deck tech on them. And you guys choose which one. Stuff like that. So check me out on Twitter. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.